Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
How you kids doing? It's a glorious day at the New Northern Command. Let's get to it. You got questions, Cappy's got answers over at Asshole Consulting, where I, America's older brother, will take a shot of coffee and solve the problems that your parents should have solved long ago. But modern day parents suck. And when Cappy is president, he'll drag him out in the street and shoot him. No, because then I wouldn't have a job. If parents actually parented, I'd have to go back to banking. Hey, white boy. We're starting the day off right. Hey, white boy. I think he's Latino. I was wondering if you could make a video for not only my friends of mine, but humanity in general about how the gym is the last vestige of meritocracy left in the world. Can you talk about how we can be the world's richest man or the world's poorest Joe and still get the exact same results? Furthermore, can you delve into the leftist mind and how even their tactics won't work on the gym? You can't tax reps, and any amount of welfare cannot make a 400-pound blue-haired feminist do an extra rep, run an extra mile. You, my fine good sir, assume a blue-haired feminist can even run the first mile, let alone an extra one. In addition, how putting a fee on gym memberships on people who are already fit and taxing their healthy statuses won't help the fat 45-year-old spinster on the squat rack. You assume the 45-year-old spinster is in the squat rack. I never understood squats. I never understood it. In my day, it was bench pressing. What was your bench? What was your military press? What could you curl? And now everything is squats. And I'm like, well, what does that do? And they said, well, it helps your leg. Well, fuck, I go hiking all the time. I don't need squat rack. You have not done any videos really on the gym. I feel this request is one of the most important, since I believe, and I'm sure as you do as well, that the gym is truly the last vestige of merit in the entire world, given moral institutions and traditional centers of virtue are corrupt, socialist pope, marriages, baby boom, divorces, and outsourcing, and just moral values such as parenting as well. Thanks, Minnesota refugee, and we'll keep him anonymous. Okay, you are 100% right. And it's like a disease making a jump across species. I think they speculate or theorize that AIDS, there's a simian anti-immunity deficiency virus, and that jumped from ape simians to humans. That's what they speculate. And I think there's some other, like, dogs, sometimes they get a herpes, the humans get it's scary when you think about it. But socialism, which is a disease, communism, which is a disease, cannot jump into certain realms. And let's understand what communism and socialism is. It is lazy people being envious of superior people. That's it. That's all it is. Because we could talk about money, and that's usually what they focus on, but that really doesn't capture what communists and socialists are. Communists and socialists are lazy people who are parasites who want to live off the rest of society. That's basically it. Right? And the reason they can tax money and transfer money is because it's manifested in the real world. It's a tangible thing, or certainly back in the olden days it was. Where I would go work, I would get money, and now a socialist person said, hey, that's mine. You benefited unfair, like Ocasio-Cortez, who came from more wealth than I ever will. Oh, that's mine. And they'll come up with a panoply of reasons. But the ultimate incentive is that they just want your money. They just want to live off of you. Now, there's ways to avoid that. You can barter. You never convert your labor into money. You become a minimalist. You don't make that much money in the first place. But it's time immemorial. History has been part of human nature, human history. And those who have it are usually envy of those who have not. And it really isn't have-nots, didn't work it up not. That's really what it is. So you could transfer money, wealth, other people's time, enslaving other people to your benefit because of the existence of money. But that's about the only thing you can really do. Oh, you could take property too. I guess property is a physical version of money. Oh, it is a physical version of money. You could take that too. You could transfer that. But then other forms of superiority, you can't. It's very interesting watching the left come up with the most insane and fantastic, not good fantastic, like fantasy, unrealistic, delusional ways to get it. And I would say, what could we say? For example, being intelligent. Well, I have a college degree. Yeah, in what? I mean, no one ever asks them what. They all want to be smart. We're so intelligent. We're so smart. And especially the left, the intelligentsia, they want to be popular smart. They don't actually want to be smart or correct smart or right smart. You know, talk to someone who predicted the housing bubble. Talk to somebody who predicted the education bubble. You could even say, talk to people who were smart enough to predict Trump winning. I wasn't in that category. I thought, it's like, well, here's my vote, but good luck. They try to redefine what is smart, and it's merely having a college degree, not actually being intelligent or independent-minded. Now, they can work at that. They could kind of co-opt that and say, buy awards. That's another way they co-opt and gain and transfer non-financial value to themselves. The award world is a perfect example. The Oscars, the Nobel Peace Prize, all these awards they come up with are absolutely worthless. They no longer mean anything. But then they're like, I got an award, I'm a good person. And it's like, no, it's made up. It doesn't have any value anymore. It doesn't mean anything. They'll eliminate GPAs, SATs. Now they're going to try and introduce diversity into an SAT score. I have no idea how that's going to work. It'll work poorly. But there's one realm they're just never going to succeed in, and that is human looks and beauty, or in the case of men, handsomeness. All right? Female beauty, male hand, just good looks in general, a good physique. And as our client here indicates, this is the last venue, because like intelligence, like, what else? Truly independent thought, like charming personality and good morals and character, liberals, leftists, socialists, communists, parasites cannot transfer beauty. When I go to the gym, which is unfortunately way too few, although I've been unloading tons of stuff, I have got my exercise. When I go to the gym, what was it for the GF's 32nd birthday? I got, not ripped, but I got the Russell Crowe. When I work out, I look like Russell Crowe in Gladiator. I just get bigger. I don't really get the definition. Don't tell me how to do it. I don't need to. Oh, you gotta eat twigs and figs and that's it. I don't need to hear it. All those gains were mine. 100% of every calorie of energy I spent lifting went directly to my benefit. More cardio. I'm more of a hiker runner than I am a weightlifter, obviously. My heart rate is now down to like 53 beats a minute. 100% of that benefit of running goes to me and my health. And for women, all three of you in the United States that aren't morbidly obese, for those of you that are saints, angels enough to go to the gym, to stay in shape, you not only get 100% of the value, but you also have some other benefits conferred upon you, as do men who work out. The good-looking people, the people who go to the gym, the people who are in shape, they have two huge benefits that are conferred upon them, going beyond, I can lift more weight. One, we have health. Our health is improved, and the socialists and the communists, the Democrats can't take it. The amazing atheist, I love him because he's just wrong on so many. He's like a creature. It's like, wow, it's a train wreck. He cannot take my running and lose his weight that he needs to lose. He can't do that. The angry feminists with the purple hair and all that, they cannot take, Jillian Michaels? Is that the gal who works out? The GF works out to some workout lady. I think it's Jillian Michaels. She's a workout trainer, but the fat Saui feminists cannot transfer Jillian Michaels' abs to themselves. They can't take the health benefits. They can't take the beauty or the handsome benefits. They will remain physically ugly and unappealing people because they're lazy. The other thing they can't get, the other benefit that's conferred upon you, is that you tend to do better with the opposite sex. If you are the world is your oyster. I wrote an article. Everybody should look it up because I might put it behind a paywall. It's called Seeking Arrangement will burst the college bubble. And it talks about how women, and this is empirical, you see it very clearly, through economics. They're not even talking dating. Like, well, look at that tall, good-looking guy with the good-looking gal. Well, he worked out, and so he gets the. There certainly is that. What I'm talking about is financial for women. You will make way more money as a webcam girl or a porn actress or even an Instagram model. You don't even have to do porn or a conservathought or just hey guys, some thought on the internet. If you're good looking and you play video games, you got a can or a nice can or a rack of cans. You will make more money than any fugly getting her master's degree in social work or public administration or women's studies or lesbian, Guatemalan poetry, Hispanic sculpture stuff. You will make way more because, well, unfortunately, men produce most of the wealth in the world. We make most of the money. Well, we don't make, we just make it. We earn it. There's a different word there, ladies. And we want more than anything else female youth and beauty. And not going into way more detail into this article, you can look it up. That is Seeking Arrangement Burst the College Bubble. Look that up. You guys will like it. And women will be of benefit to you. You just probably won't like the conclusion because it's like, oh, maybe I should hit the gym. And people don't want to hit the gym. Anyway, point is being other socio-sexual benefits are conferred upon you if you're somebody that hits the gym and works out and stays in shape. Men tend to do better with women, and women certainly do better with men. They have their choice. And now today, as an added bonus, if you call in now, you women can make $100,000 a year just showing your titties on the internet, running your own damn website. Talk to Chad Elkins. He's quickly becoming the webcam model CPA. He's got a clientele and good for them for contacting Chad because now they save money and they put it into an IRA and they're good to go. So already right off the bat, the socialists, the leftists, the parasites of society are jealous that you have more than them because you typically work hard. I can understand if you're jealous and envious of a Mark Dayton or a Nancy Pelosi or a Barack Obama. Rich Republicans. Oh, wait, they're Democrats who lived off of their parents and were trust fund babies. Oh, I thought it was only Republicans. I can understand if you are jealous of people who inherited it or did nothing to earn it. I understand that. But for people who just worked harder, which is the majority of people who work more than you because you're a lazy bum, you can get their money. But if you're lazy in work ethic, you know what you're also lazy in? Working out. Because that work, oh, do I hate working out. I like running and I love hiking, but I hate the gym, man. Oh, I hate the gym. It's just, I hate it. But you are also, I actually push through it and I go through it anyway. You guys are also too lazy to hit the gym and you're also too lazy to be beautiful. Let's give a hat tip to the ladies here because I know some. Boys, you don't appreciate this, so I'll give a shout out to the women. It takes a while for women to do their hair and their makeup. You know what a pain in the ass it is to have long hair? I used to have hair down here. You have to move it up when you sleep, it gets in the way, but I didn't. It was just ratty old hair. Women got to do a lot more with maintenance. To be beautiful is to suffer, some person said. My girlfriend constantly quotes that one. To be beautiful is to suffer. Like, keep suffering, baby. But women put a lot of effort in the morning to dressing up and getting ready and all that. A lot of the other ones, they'll cut their hair short because it's easy maintenance. There's the selfishness, the greed, the laziness. They won't do their face. They won't do their makeup. They'll get tattoos. And then you see their fantastic, not healthy fantastic, delusional attempts to co-opt beauty and youth. Big is beautiful. That land whale they took a picture of at Sports Illustrated. Target making the fat models. Women constantly lying to themselves because deep down inside they all know that they're repulsive and disgusting. Men just don't like fat chicks, but they lie about how big is beautiful, beauty's on the inside, and going so far as to say we don't need no man. I don't think. I mean, you take away the incels and the MGTOWs, but most of the guys in the red pill world say women want a good-looking guy who's tall. Well, we can't do anything about being tall, but by God, man, you're going to hit the gym and you're going to diet. There's no feminist/communist counterpart to that. If you see that happening, kind of using the battle of the sexes as a microcosm of this. Men will answer in the real world, and the communists, in the form of feminists, will try to change the real world. The soy boys, bringing men into this as well, they think that their liberal politics and saying they're a male feminist will get women to go to bed with them, and it won't. It won't, because you're going against human nature. Still, that doesn't prevent these leftists, Marxists, socialists, Democrats, and parasites from trying to change the actual definition of beauty. From not what you want. See, they're taking away choice from you. You don't get to decide what's beautiful. We get to decide what's beautiful. And by God, that fat sow with the purple hair and the bull ring through her nose and tattoos all over her face, she's beautiful. And what's so sad is it's all to avoid hitting the gym. It's all to avoid eating a vegetable. You know, it's all to avoid a run or a good walk. And sadly, what it also does is it condemns you to a miserable life, because you know what? You can successfully get other people's money transferred to you. Just ask all the Democrats. Ask everyone who's on a government check. You can do that. Ask everyone in Soviet. Ask people in Venezuela about how much other people's money they got and what a great utopian life they're living and how their daughters totally aren't being prostituted out in Colombia. It's so bad they can't even prostitute in Venezuela because no guys have money. But what was it? They can get the money, but they can't get your looks. They can't. And so the gym is one of the rare places that for every dollar of effort you put in, you're going to get a dollar back of benefit. Probably more. More because you'd live longer, and you should work out and lift weights, and you should do cardio. And God, I wish I'd trade with you guys. All you guys are like, dude, I can't stand cardio. I love the gym. I'm like, want to trade? You want to trade? Yeah, it's worth it for your own personal being. There is argument there, like these gals. You'll run into the woman who's really good looking and she's in shape, and it's nice you work out all the time. I do it for myself, not men. Okay. I'm not going to talk to you ever again. But there is health benefits for the individual. You should do it for yourself. You should, especially the cardio guys. I know you don't like it, but you should get out there and walk a little bit, get your heart rate down. That's heart disease, #1 killer. Lifting weights, it's going to make your life a lot easier. You should spend more time lifting weights than you go to a bar or nightclub. You should spend more time at the gym than you do on Tinder. That much is easy. Or online dating. Women, because men don't have it where women make all the money in the world and they want to buy our looks. We don't have that advantage. You do. If you're a smart young woman, you'll bust your ass off and say, it's better. I'm not joking, ladies. It's better that you go to the gym and you diet right than it is you go to college. Unless, again, you're going to college for a worthwhile degree like engineering, accounting, or other such thing. If you're wondering what a good degree is, there's a book called Worthless that'll teach you what a good degree is. But yeah, and then the socialists and the Democrats can't take that. Sanity is the future of wealth is another article I wrote about how technology is advancing to the point that even by today's standards, more or less everybody's food, clothing, and shelter is taken care of. Our basic necessities are taken care of. And so the Democrats and the socialists and the parasites could take all the money as long as, you maintain some semblance of a free market and the machines keep producing. Everyone can kind of have food, clothing. Oh, and by the way, as long as we don't overpopulate and overbreed, we should be all right. And then what do you focus then on in terms of competition or envy? And the conclusion was that since you cannot transfer things like beauty, health, intellect, friends, personality, that it will drive the left insane as they try to redefine those things. It's my best post ever. That's why it's behind the paywall at patreon.com/AaronCleary. And I think that's the world we're going to now, because you cannot underestimate the laziness of the left. That is what drives them more than anything else, is their laziness. And so you can expect to see a lot more of this. I speculate that in that article, seeking arrangement will burst the college bubble is that the money being paid to women right now just to take a picture at home is so much higher paying for a fraction. I mean, you're not even going to spend the money or the calories of energy setting up a website and taking pictures on Instagram from your phone that your dad bought you. You'll make more money with assets you already got than what you will have to invest driving down one day to the college campus to take a class and then come back. You'll make way more money. And I think that the money is going to be so good, or is so good today, that it's going to drive women to say, well, I could go to school for 6 to 8 years and make, $30,000 and beg and plead and claw for some government grant money, and I got to defend it and lie to myself and people about how I'm a strong, independent woman and I live off the government, but I don't need no man, and this isn't charity money or a government jobs program. All that versus, hey guys, click, and then the money just fucking comes in. And I think that will drive more. I think we're actually going to see that turn around. I think women are going to actually go to the gym more. But that's because of the financial incentives. But for those of us who live in the real world, those of us who have work ethics, and those of us who want to achieve excellence, not to mention we get pissed off with inferior parasites, constantly wanting to take our money, constantly trying to give us a disadvantage. And let's not fool ourselves. Why do y'all work, man? You know why you work? So you could get girls. That's basically the only reason. Well, this is a huge shortcut around it, because still to this day, and it will forever be this way, the person who comes out on top is the guy who's getting duck girls. All right? That's the main, it's who's having sex with the hottest chick. The women and it's the same thing in women world, it's the guy who makes the most money and has the highest prestige and status. It is excellence that still wins in the day. So people can lie to themselves and they can vote a certain way and they can all, here's a funny thing. This is a great question. I'd love her to answer it. Why does Ocasio-Cortez even bother working out? I don't like her face. I know you millennials have very low standards for women, but oh my God, she's hot. No, she's not hot. Fucking beavers be like, damn, look at those teeth. And her eyes, her face is, but don't tell me that girl doesn't know that looks count. She works out. And bless her for doing so. I don't know why she works out. I don't know why. She's a socialist. She's a parasite. She admits it, at least. Maybe she's intellectually honest in that regard. Why does she work out? Why does she even bother? But it shows you, even confessed socialists know deep down inside there's a reality. And that reality is, we can talk about money, and that's usually how we would figure out who was king of the pile. But if you just work out and you're in good shape, both men and women, that is a display of excellence, and it is in the most sought out market in the world, as the sexual marketplace. And so an element of meritocracy will always exist. It will always exist in the world, no matter what. And yeah, you can work hard. I'm not saying you shouldn't work hard. I'm not saying you shouldn't major in engineering. You don't want to be a parasite. You don't want to be a socialist. You need to stimulate your mind. You need to have a career, both men and women. But in a battlefield that is just as important, I'd say, perhaps even more important than making money, is who you banging. Who do you got that says, I want to spend my time with you and mix naughty bits with one another? And that is a war the left will never win. They will never win that. They will never win. You'll have your feminists. You'll have your virgin tows. You'll have your incels, you'll have your women's studies, you'll have your fat acceptance people, you will have the ugly people all yelling at us that we have advantage and blah, 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 blah. But you know what? In the end, they go home with their toy and their cats. These guys go home with their porn in their mother's basements. They jerk off to bits and bytes. And we actually bang hot people. So hit the gym. All right, questions, answers, AstroConsulting.com. I'd recommend this book, Bachelor Pad Economics. That's for everybody. I'm just going to assume most people watching this video are going to be men. And check out those articles I told you about. Links to everything of my stuff down below. See you guys later. Toodles.